up, everybody? It's Zulu, as always. It is Thursday night now. I think I'm in my 6th week of quarantine. That sounds right. Last week was, yeah. It's been 5 or 6 weeks that I have been living alone in my apartment, with the only person I've had a conversation with being my doorman in the lobby of my apartment building. So other than that, and getting the occasional nod on the street, I have not had any in-person human interaction in a month and a half now, which is pretty wild considering I feel pretty okay. It just feels like I saw a quote today that summed it up pretty well, which is Saturdays aren't really a thing anymore. Every day is just today now. It's just sometimes you work more and sometimes you don't work, but it's pretty much every day one at a time, which philosophically I'm kind of in that headspace already. I've been preaching that to friends for a while. It's like the only life you can live is the one that's right in front of you, right? You have to take each day and live each day to its fullest. And at the end of the day, if you've done everything you can, if you could be happy with that day, and if it were to be your last day here, did you do everything that you could have done to make it a day that was well-rounded, where you felt fulfilled, that you talked to people that you cared about? If you checked all those boxes, there's not a whole lot left you can do. There's not a whole lot in your control. A whole lot else that you can do to make sure that you're living a good life. So I've been focusing on living a good life, chasing my dreams. Obviously, you guys have been along the way with me for one of them, that being this online presence that I'm building and trying to get people to understand and see what it's like to try and go pro at a video game. And then also just trying to inspire people with my story of how I'm getting through the quarantine, some of the things that I'm doing to help me. So it's been a great journey so far. As for tonight, starting to trend up. Tonight we had all 3 of our DPS and myself online, so that's the 4 members of our group that are still active. We do not have a healer in the group, but we've now been running with my friend Zari for the past 2 nights, and she is phenomenal. It's a night and day. You can totally feel how the group is just smoother, and she makes up for mistakes we make in a way that, at least now, it helps with learning. And we actually did our first 16 as a group tonight, and it's just crazy to think how over the weekend we were doing plus 12s and plus 13s and just really struggling to finish them. And then today it's been 3 days, and just with the addition of Zari and a couple extra days of adjusting ourselves mentally, it's already just a crazy difference. So I can totally see ourselves doing 16s and 17s. I do think there's a little bit of a gear gap. Our warrior is doing about 20% less DPS than the other 2 guys in the group. One's a rep paladin, one's a demon hunter. So while there is opportunity for us to smooth out our runs, I found that when I pulled bigger pulls, the stuff didn't die fast enough, and I ended up having issues staying alive as a tank. I had blown through my cooldowns, and the big pulls I just couldn't survive. So we need more damage if we're going to start doing 17s with regularity, especially higher keys as well. So that's going to be tough to come by. The guys need Azerite, or he particularly needs Azerite. I think my brother on the paladin, and then my friend the demon hunter, could use some better Azerite than what they have. They're close to optimized, but they could do better to have truly best in slot across all 3 pieces and have them all at 480. But we're getting close, and I think execution-wise, we're now seeing an opportunity to grow. And there was no tilt tonight. There was only one moment where I kind of had to be like, hey, like, that's not really worth freaking out about. And everybody immediately was like, all right, and just kind of shut up about it and kept moving. So that's good. It's the first time we've had a night where there hasn't been at least one bickering match in a long time. So super happy to see the progress of the group, super happy to see morale improving. I may have to have a conversation with Zari to see if she's interested in doing things more often on a regular basis. Right now we're kind of picking her up when she's online, but she does have other friends that she plays with, other people she runs keys with, a guild that she raids with. So love having her along for the ride. Would love to talk to her more about our practice schedule to see if she wants to become part of it. If not, we'll be happy to have her when she's around, but then we would have to go back to looking for someone who's a bit more of a who's interested in being part of the MDI team. So that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.